Tonight marks the end of an era. The second to last NLW 24/7 show. And folks, the champion wants to hold that title and be the last ever champion, but can he do it? Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson face off in our main event. The winner immediately faces the champion, Kazuchika Okada, plus hardcore match, Mankind versus CM Punk. A dream match between Shawn Michaels and Johnny Gargano, and you know that Michaels is going to be wanting a win on the second to last show. Plus, Rey Mysterio and Darby Allin set to collide in a risk of high-flying styles. We've also got the aerial assassin Will Ospreay versus the limitless Keith Lee, and our opening contest, a fatal four-way special. Karrion Kross, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor and Roman Reigns set to battle in our opener. Oh, wait a minute! Well, this matchup, requested by Joshua on Patreon, it seems to be getting underway early. Not even waiting for the announcements or the entrances, and look at this, a Superman punch from Roman Reigns. We've got two former 24/7 champions in this matchup, and two men who want to win that title in Balor and Kross. And now Finn Balor with a Tope Con Hello. And you know what? The 24/7 title, it is defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only trouble is, it's being heavily guarded by Okada's bodyguards in Suzuki and Sabre. But at the moment, you know what? Look at this. They are all looking to win this opener and make their mark here on the second to last ever NLW 24/7 show. And the penultimate meet. Look at this. Kross and Reigns, the two beefy giants battling. Look at this. Frog splash from Seth Rollins with a kick out from Karrion Kross. Time ticking for Kross. Not what he expected here in this matchup as Rollins goes for the curb stomp. But Karrion Kross holds on to Seth Rollins. And now Finn Balor with the stomp. And Roman Reigns with a huge clothesline. Oh, but a kick from Karrion Kross. And now measures his man. Roman in trouble and the buckle bomb. But Roman comes back out the corner with a spear. A high-octane fatal four-way to kick us off here tonight at Penultimate. And Finn Balor with the 1916. And now on the top rope, coup de grace. This may be it, but here comes Rollins with the curb stomp. And Rollins wins this fatal four-way. Quite the opener here tonight on NLW 24/7. Seth Rollins, a man who held the 24/7 title with pride, here tonight makes his mark on the second to last ever show. And just look at the action here. Four of the best in the world. And you know Roman Reigns was so close to winning it, as was Finn Balor, but then in comes Rollins with a stomp, and he burned it down here tonight. But I'll tell you, that is just a taste of the action here tonight. We still have many more matches to come, including a dream match coming up next. Teacher versus student in many respects. It is Shawn Michaels versus Johnny Gargano, and it's coming up right now. And Shawn Michaels, we know what he's been up to recently on NLW 24/7. The Click running roughshod. But it appears here tonight that the fans have forgiven him. One of the most dynamic performers ever in wrestling, and we have Remy Montoya to thank on Patreon for this matchup. HBK, a former 24/7 champion, actually won the inaugural Greatest Royal Rumble here, beating 49 other men. But he cannot take his opponent lightly, because he is a very accomplished wrestler in his own right. Johnny Wrestling about to take centre stage in the biggest matchup of his career. Johnny Gargano, he's had his fair share of matches here in NLW 24/7 too, competed in the infamous Cage of Death, where he risked life and limb to become 24/7 champion. Ultimately though, he fell short, but tonight, I'll tell you what, a win over Shawn Michaels, not only does it give you incredible financial incentive, also maybe that little bit of a boost to potentially becoming 24/7 champion, and the matchup underway. The referee starts this one as Gargano and Michaels very well evenly matched here in the early stage of the contest, and well, Gargano now going for an armbar, but now Michaels with an STF. You see him wrenching those hands clasped and rolling through. Wheelbarrow roll through, in for a cover, but a kick out from Gargano. And a big shot from Michaels. And already wants the sweet chin music, but Gargano reverses him over the top rope. And Gargano now running off the ropes, going for a risk. Tope Suicida into a power slam. Gargano slammed on the floor, and HBK maybe going to go for the count out victory. Oh, I spoke too soon. Where's he going? Michaels, oh my god, on the top rope! Moonsault to the floor! There's a reason they call him the showstopper. And he saw it right there. Look at this again, the height on that move, crushing Gargano, and now back in the ring. Whip reverse from Gargano, but Michaels comes off with a flying forearm and kips up. But Gargano rolls him through, and a beautiful kick to the face. Not so beautiful for Michaels, I'll tell you that much. And Gargano's slingshot spear. Is this the moment that Gargano needs? It's the question on everyone's minds, and oh my, Gargano escape coming. No, a power slam. And Michaels on the top with the top rope elbow. The prelude to sweet chin music, and HBK tuning up the band. Sweet chin music coming, no. Caught by Gargano, and a super kick of his own, and the poison rana to Michaels. And now Gargano escape attempted, but Michaels gets to the ropes, and the referee telling him to break it up, but it was very close there. Now Gargano, one final beat. Oh my god! Into sweet chin music, and HBK wins it. From out of nowhere it seemed. Sweet chin music, and Shawn Michaels defeats Gargano. Johnny Wrestling just got knocked the hell out from the sweet chin music, but Michaels and Gargano very well matched throughout this contest. For as short as it was impactful. Especially this Poison Rana, I thought that could have been it, but one final beat turned into sweet chin music, and right there spelled disaster for Johnny Wrestling and victory for the Heartbreak Kid. Well, Michaels with a huge victory here tonight over Johnny Gargano. But the hits keep on coming, because coming up next, it is Will Ospreay versus Keith Lee. Limitless versus the Aerial Assassin. These two lit up the independent scene throughout the 2010s. And now, thanks to Clarence Morris III, we have these two men competing in an NLW 24/7 ring, one-on-one. Not the first time we've seen either man here in NLW 24/7. However, in singles action, it is a rarity. Will Ospreay in the ring. And now Keith Lee set to make his way into the arena. For he is limitless as these fans bask in the glory of Keith Lee. And Will Ospreay is, pound for pound, in my opinion, in the opinion of many others, the best high flyer in the world today. But Keith Lee, for a man his size, is probably the most athletic performer I've ever seen. And that's not hyperbole to say. And now the referee starts this match up, and oh, look at this. Ospreay starts off quick with the enziguri. And a shooting star press. Already in for the cover, but Keith Lee powers his way out. And Keith Lee from Wichita, Texas, looking to out-quick Will Ospreay, which not many men can do, but he did it just then. And look out for Keith Lee pouncing Will Ospreay out of the ring. And I heard I reread an interview earlier this week with the world's strongest man, legendary performer Mark Henry. Hold on a second though. Ospreay with a DDT. And to finish my point, Mark Henry sung the praises of Keith Lee, but I would say that Keith Lee has far surpassed Mark Henry in terms of his athleticism in the ring. And the things he's been able to do, and that's not a knock on Mark Henry, that's just goes to show how incredible Keith Lee is. But Will Ospreay incredible as well, with a Sasuke special to take out Lee. You never know, Mark Henry might be watching this one. I know that Will Ospreay has both supporters and detractors of his watching this matchup. He's just an incredible athlete as he goes to the Oz Cutter. But Lee catches him, going for the big back catastrophe. But Ospreay going for a German. But an elbow free and a forearm. Oh my god! Caving in the chest of Ospreay with that shot. And now Lee, where's he going? Keith Lee, oh my god! The moonsault from the 300-pounder misses. And now the Robinson special. Corkscrew kick to the back of the skull. Oh, now Ospreay looking for the hidden blade. But misses the elbow. And now choke slam though. Flips out. Oh my! Caught out into the spirit bomb. But Ospreay kicks out. A very explosive matchup. Keith Lee, one of the greatest wrestlers to come out of Texas, looking to put it away here, and oh my god, a Frankensteiner, but Ospreay lands on his damn feet. This is incredible. Well, with the Spanish fly. And now Ospreay with the Oz Cutter. Hooking the outside leg, and oh, he kicks out. How the hell did he kick out? I'll never know, but a drop kick to the back of the skull. Now what does he want? Ospreay. Red arrow. Lee catches him. Lee catches him. And he went for the big bang catastrophe, but hung up in the ropes. It's a much needed respite for Ospreay. But Keith Lee, what the hell? A corkscrew dive over the top rope. Just when I think I've seen it all, folks, Keith Lee manages to impress me somehow. Oh, and Ospreay looking for a Frankensteiner, but the power of Lee catches him out with a spirit bomb from the top rope. Spirit bomb into the big bang catastrophe. And Keith Lee wins it. Keith Lee puts away Will Ospreay in one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen. But he couldn't do it without breaking a sweat. Will Ospreay put up an insane amount of fight. The moonsault into the DDT, the Sasuke special, and the Oz Cutter. Still not enough. He hit the red arrow, but then Keith Lee just came back with everything he had. A spirit bomb off the top, the big bang catastrophe, and that spelled the end for Will Ospreay. Absolutely incredible war that we've witnessed here. A battle for the ages, and wait, what the hell? It's the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, blindsiding Keith Lee. But why? And Keith Lee, he's defenseless. But Mark Henry wants a match right now. And it's going to happen. Keith Lee wants it. And once again, thank you to Clarence Morris III for requesting this matchup. I didn't expect it would happen right away. And Mark Henry just blindsiding Lee. And you know what? I'll apologise. Oh, well. Henry over the top, and now Keith Lee. The strength of Mark Henry catches him out and drives him into the post. I apologise to Mark Henry. I meant no disrespect by what I said. But now Keith, oh my God. Spear through the barricade. And Mark Henry may have taken out Keith Lee for good here. Charging through the barricade. And now the bear hug in the ring. I apologise not only to Mark Henry for what I said, but Keith Lee as well, because he's having to bear the brunt of this. And even a clothesline doesn't do anything. And the gorilla press, lifting him like he's nothing. I feel like the referee should maybe think about stopping this soon. He's going to crush him. Oh, but Lee up. Keith Lee! Oh, a 400-pound spirit bomb! Could it be? No, a kick out from Henry. Well, Mark Henry maybe has a chip on his shoulder here. Keith Lee with a dominant performance just moments ago, but now he's being manhandled by the world's strongest man. The world's strongest slam. But Keith Lee kicks out. He is showing incredible heart by kicking out of the world's strongest slam, but it may be over now. Oh, world's strongest splash misses. And Keith Lee pouncing the 400-pound man out of the ring. An insane amount of strength. And now Keith Lee diving over with a tope con hilo into a Hurricane Rana into the steel stairs. And now Henry a sitting duck Keith Lee! Crossbody! In for the cover, but Henry powers out with authority. And Keith Lee now going to the top rope. That's all he can do here. And now Henry shoving the referee into the ropes, which causes Keith Lee to fall. Maybe Henry getting desperate now. The shoe's on the other foot. And a superplex. Over 700 pounds of mass falling to the canvas. And picking up Keith Lee. Oh, a brutal headbutt. It's over, dude. Call it. But the referee saying that Keith Lee refusing to give up. Another world's strongest slam, perhaps. No, wait a minute. Oh my God! Look at the strength! Big bang catastrophe! 400 pounds lifted in the air. And Keith Lee with the moonsault. Could it be? Yes, he's done it. Keith Lee with the victory over the world's strongest man. After enduring an intense battle with Will Ospreay, he went in and proved himself against the world's strongest man. Well, I can't help but feel a little bit responsible for getting this situation out of the way because of my comments, but gotta admit, I'm impressed as hell. Keith Lee, an absolute champ with the Big Bang Catastrophe and the moonsault. Mark Henry is furious, and it's understandable. But at the end of the day, it is the limitless Keith Lee who walks away as Mark Henry is left to bask in the glory of the limitless one. And now, folks, shifting gears, we saw two of the most powerful men in wrestling. Now we're going to see two of the most athletic and quick men in the history of wrestling. A dream match for many, including Remy Montoya on Patreon, who requested this matchup. Darby Allin, no stranger to an NLW 24/7 ring. We've seen him compete in many matches before. Some of the most unique matches in NLW 24/7. But tonight has his work cut out for him against a man who at our last event went toe-to-toe with the 24/7 champion, Kazuchika Okada. The crowd erupting for the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio. And this is a dream match in every sense of the word. Rey Mysterio has legions of fans around the world. You know Darby Allin does too. He's getting there. A young stud with all the potential to become a major star in the next 5 to 10 years. But he's in there with a legend of this business. And Darby Allin immediately runs at Mysterio. And Allin thrown out of the ring. And Rey Mysterio with a tope into the West Coast pop. And immediately throwing Darby Allin back in the ring. And Rey Mysterio at our last event, a one night stand in New York City, went toe-to-toe with Kazuchika Okada, the 24/7 champion, and very nearly walked away as the 24/7 champion. So it's going to be a tall order for Darby Allin, but he's holding his own! Code red! But a kick out from Rey. These two have been going a mile a minute. As Allin floats over, and now Darby with the stun dog. And maybe going to go for a coffin drop here. But Rey Mysterio swinging off the referee into the Bulldog off the top. Such innovation on display from these two. And maybe wants the 619. Runs at him, but Darby ducks. And a missile drop kick to Rey. Rey falls out of the ring. Holding his head. Oh, but look out for Darby! Diving at him with a torpedo. The battering ram. Essentially throwing his entire body weight behind it. Can we take a look at that again? Look at this. Throwing all of his body weight at Rey Mysterio, turning him inside out almost. And Rey is a sitting duck. We know what Darby wants now. Looking for the coffin drop. But Rey moves onto the apron. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not going to stop. Darby! Coffin drop, but nobody home. Darby hits the apron with a sickening thud. And trying to get back into it. But Rey, 619 to the back of the skull. And here it comes! Hurricane Rana and Rey Mysterio picks up the win. A fast-paced, mile-a-minute matchup that if you blinked, you missed something, because I'm telling you, it was absolutely what we were coming to expect and more. Again, look at the athleticism. If you did look away from your screen for just a second, you're lucky you get to see all this again. So fast, and a beautiful 619 to the back of the skull, and then, as quick as you like, Hurricane Rana and Darby Allin all tied up. But I'll tell you what, I'd love to see these two run it back. It's a shame this is the second to last ever show for NLW 24/7, but I have a feeling in some promotion somewhere we will see this match again, and I cannot wait. Well, folks, this is not going to be a feel-good matchup. This is going to be violent. It's going to be brutal. And it's going to be downright ugly, if I do say so myself. A hardcore match between CM Punk and the man that Punk attacked at One Night Stand, Mankind, aka Mick Foley. We have John to thank for this matchup, but this all stems from the fact that CM Punk is furious, having lost to Kazuchika Okada in the Iron Man match months ago at All Out. And then last time on NLW 24/7 at One Night Stand, CM Punk with a vicious assault on Mick Foley. Why? Frustration? Jealousy? You can just go back and watch the footage yourself if you want to try and interpret it. But that has led to tonight. CM Punk, once the fan favourite, now a bitter shell of his former self, being booed by the fans. Well, the fact is, Mankind has been NLW 24/7 champion before. CM Punk has not, and I think that's where the jealousy stems. And now underway with this hardcore matchup. In this matchup, Falls Count Anywhere, no disqualifications. And driving the knee into the face of CM Punk. And now clotheslining Punk out of the ring. Oh, and the barbed wire baseball bat brought into play. CM Punk, oh, with a big boot. Oh, now I'm going to try and rake the bat across the face of Mankind, but an elbow free. Oh, but Foley, drop toe hold into the steel stairs, and CM Punk now measuring his man right off the skull. And he's being battered here by CM Punk, who is taking out months of frustration having failed to capture the 24/7 title. And Mankind as a former champion, I think that irks CM Punk to no degree, and I'm going to bring the table in, and you notice the response that CM Punk's getting. A lot has changed in the past month. Wink, wink. And now CM Punk gets suplexed from Mankind, who prevents himself getting into the table, and oh, wait a minute though. CM Punk swinging for the fences with that baseball bat covered in barbed wire. And now ripping off the mask of Mankind. And look at this, Foley bleeding now as CM Punk raking the face against the barbed wire and wearing the mask in a sign of disrespect. And it's clear CM Punk respects no one. All he cares about is that 24/7 title, and it's driven him to madness. But went for the Bulldog following the knee, and Foley reversed it. And now the elbow drop off of the apron. Foley driving the elbow into the esophagus of CM Punk, and where's he going now? What does he want? Oh my god. That barbed wire board is huge, and it's just been sent in. Oh, but a chair shot off the skull. Right in my lap here, and again to the stomach and rib cage of Mick Foley. Mankind in trouble. Foley, but gets off the table, and here it is! Mandible Claw! The Mandible Claw onto CM Punk. If he taps out, this one's over. But electing not to keep the hold in. Foley on the second rope. No elbow drop, but no one there. Crashes and burns through the announce table. And CM Punk knocking over the referee in the process, so he can't get the cover, but I don't know. It may be over for Foley here. No one home for the elbow drop, and he fell through the announce table. And CM Punk looking to make him go to sleep. GTS coming. But Foley with the DDT. In for the cover, but CM Punk kicks out. CM Punk getting a shoulder up. And now brings out Socko for the Mandible Claw, but no! And a hip toss into the table. And what's going through the mind of CM Punk now? Oh no. Not a powerbomb on the barbed wire. But Foley! Backdropping CM Punk onto the razor wire. The flesh of CM Punk ripping apart, and now Foley wrapping Socko in barbed wire. Oh my god! Mandible Claw! Mandible Claw with a barbed wire! But CM Punk with a low blow. Desperation! And the GTS. And this one's over. Foley's still in it. Foley's still alive in the match. But that just pissed off CM Punk more. And a pile driver onto the barbed wire. And CM Punk beats Mankind. And not to the thunderous ovation that perhaps CM Punk is accustomed to. After all, what he's done to Foley, the way he's acted, I can't say it's not deserved. But just look at the domination, the physicality of this matchup. The backdrop on the barbed wire, the mandible claw with the barbed wire. The GTS wasn't enough to put away Punk, or to put away Mankind, I should say. But it is Mankind who falls to the pile driver on the barbed wire, and that was enough for CM Punk to get the victory. But you know he's still unhinged, and that is a dangerous, dangerous man right there in CM Punk. Well, folks, it's time for the penultimate match, if you will. A number one contenders match. Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe. The winner of this matchup, requested by Remy Montoya, will immediately face Kazuchika Okada after this matchup. And Bryan Danielson making his way to the ring. He is certainly one of the most beloved competitors in the sport today. But his opponent does not care if he is cheered or booed. All he cares about is destruction. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Neither of these men have won the 24/7 title. So tonight, they want to put an end to Kazuchika Okada's legendary reign. But which one will get the title match immediately following this contest? Will it be Joe or will it be Danielson? We're about to find out. Joe and Danielson face to face as we hear the coin drop, which can only mean the arrival of the 24/7 champion, Kazuchika Okada. A man who has put away countless challenges in his legendary reign. CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles to name a few. And tonight wants to add another name to the list. He will immediately face the winner of this matchup, whether it be Joe or Danielson. And Danielson floats over. But Joe with a power slam, in for the cover, but a kick out from Danielson immediately. But the knees were up from Danielson. And now going to go for the Psycho knee, but Joe catches him into a powerbomb. And now the Boston Crab. Boston Crab in the middle of the ring. Is Bryan Danielson going to tap out the American Dragon? Oh no! The lapel lock! The lapel lock, but Samoa Joe near the ropes and gets there. And Danielson now wailing away with those kicks. Gonna run it. Joe in the corner, but a Uranagi. And you see on the top of the ramp, Suzuki-gun. That's Minoru Suzuki. Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada watching intently. Joe going for the muscle buster, but kneed away. And now a low bridge. Samoa Joe falling to the outside. Now Danielson looking for a tope suicida. Suicide dive, but Joe catches him. And a Uranagi right into the barricade. And it's been rumoured that Danielson has had an injured arm heading into this matchup, that left arm. But right now, has to deal with a 300-pound Samoan athlete flying at him in the face, and good grief. Samoa Joe with the tope suicida that even made the champion Okada wince. The elbow right into the face of Danielson. Now going for a German. Lands on his feet. Big kick. But Joe right back at him with a lariat that turns Danielson inside out. And you know Okada's loving this. Both men battered and beaten. He gets to face the winner, a weakened winner at that, And now the Coquina clutch. But Danielson turns into a pin with a kick out. And the Psycho knee. Could this be it? And it is. Danielson wins this matchup, but he has to face Okada right now. And Okada runs into the ring and wailing away on Danielson. This matchup requested by Cringe Guard, but the circumstances around it are very controversial indeed. The drop kick. And this may be the quickest matchup we've ever seen. Rainmaker. No! Psycho knee. Danielson. Oh, but a kick out. I thought we had a new champion. Okada has been the champion since March. The longest reigning champion in NLW 24/7 history. As Okada trapped in the label, but rolls away. However, Danielson comes back at him with a couple of shots. You know the adrenaline is surging for him, having competed in a grueling match against Samoa Joe, but a leaping lariat from Danielson, taken out Kazuchika Okada. And now, Tope Suicida. Danielson running off the ropes again. Looking for a second. And he gets it. And oh my god, Danielson wants a third. Danielson wants a third Tope. No, but wait a minute, caught out. And a tombstone on the floor. And the referee, remember, falls count anywhere and no disqualifications in 24/7 title matches, but he does kick out. And Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. cannot believe it. Many believe they are a deterrent to anyone trying to challenge the 24/7 champion. Certainly that's enough of a deterrent to continue. A tombstone on the floor and a flapjack from Okada. And now could be over here. High angle German maintains hip control, and another high angle German. Rainmaker, no! A roundhouse and a release German suplex from Danielson. Bryan Danielson trying to get back into the contest, and a drop kick sending Okada out. Okada could be knocked out from that shot. And Danielson on the top rope. The hell's going through his mind? Oh my god! Diving headbutt. But a kick out from Okada. Okada kicks out, but how desperate do you have to be to hit a headbutt from the top rope to the concrete? That goes to show you how much Danielson needs this championship more than anything. Oh, wait a minute though. Spinning tombstone. And now it could be over. Rainmaker. But again, reversed into the lapel lock. The lapel lock. Danielson has it wrenched in. Okada may tap out. Wait a minute, what the hell? Oh my god, it's CM Punk. CM Punk just took out the referee, and why? I guess his jealousy has finally boiled over. If he can't win the 24/7 title, no one can. And now just... well, he's done it again. Okada's a champion yet again. CM Punk cannot stand to see anyone else succeed but himself. Stabbing his friend Bryan Danielson in the back. If Punk can't win it, I guess no one can. That's what I seem to gather from this. Danielson was moments away from becoming the 24/7 champion if it wasn't for CM Punk. Right here, Danielson had it won, but Punk took out the ref. And then when he tried to revive him, boom, a Rainmaker right to Bryan Danielson. And well, this is the second to last show. And it looks like Okada may be the final ever champion here. Wait! It's Mr. Money in the Bank! Eddie Guerrero! Reminding Okada he's got a title shot! Oh, wait a minute! Shawn Michaels? Well, remember, Eddie Guerrero beat Shawn Michaels and several other people and to retain the briefcase, but look at this. Okada ripping up that contract for a title match. Oh, and now Shawn Michaels! Maybe he'll become 24/7 champion. No! Randy Orton with an RKO? No, and a Stone Cold Stunner. Stunner to Orton. But Triple H with a pedigree. What the hell's going on here? Whoa! Oh, dude, I can't see a damn thing. No, it's The Undertaker. The Undertaker with a chokeslam. And now staring daggers at the 24/7 champion. Wait a minute. What's that? Hold on, I'm getting something in my ear. I've got to announce. Folks, I have a big announcement. We are going to have one final NLW 24/7 title match. It will be Kazuchika Okada defending against The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Randy Orton, Eddie Guerrero, and more, because it will be a 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble match for the 24/7 Championship.